Hello, I'm Ivan Bates and I'm the illustrator of this little book here, There, written by Sam McBratney and out in May 2013, published by Rebecca Ford and Friends, which is an imprint of Templar Publishing. Now, over the next 90 seconds or so, I'm going to try and give you a really quick tour about my role in creating the artwork for this book. We're going to look at the sketches that I did following looking at the script, then all the way through to final artwork that I did in line and also digitally on the computer. So, let's get going. Right, so the first stage is when we receive the text itself, and here we are. This is the original script of There by Sam McBratney, and as you can see, it's just a page of text. And the first thing that I need to do is to go through it and think about the images and the scenes that really capture my imagination. And I'll start by drawing little thumbnail sketches around the outside of the text and making lots and lots of notes, really thinking about what I think is going to make the book visually appealing. So that leads us on very quickly to the next stage, which is then the basic characterisation. So thinking about the script and what I've thought would be really successful as images, I then start looking at the characters and I'll draw them in as many different positions as I can. And this can take quite a bit of time to develop them until you really get to know them. And so we've got Hansi here, pretending to be a duck, as we've all had a go at doing that, I'm sure. And we've got another one here where just after I think he hurt his knee, so he's just checking to make sure that that's okay. Ready then for the next stage, which is drawing the pictures in rough form as they will appear in the book itself. After characterisation, the next stage is to do a complete version of the book in rough form. And this means that we start to think about the design of the book, and I work very closely with a designer and we think about mainly the pacing of the book and also, for example, where the text is going to go, which obviously is just about here for this one. And at this stage, lots of things can still and do change. For example, although this is quite similar to how it ended up in the book, we did make some changes to do with the composition slightly on here to make it just a little bit better. Now, after we've done a complete book and we're happy with it, we're ready then to move on to doing the final pieces of artwork. Right, so at the last stages now, we're starting to create the work as it will actually appear in the book. Now, for the final artwork, it's split into two stages for me, and the first thing is to do a finished line drawing. Now, as I'm sure you can see, it's in blue. And which of course it doesn't appear in blue in the book, and I have to change it a bit later on. And the only reason why I like working in blue is because I love using this particular pencil, which I have done for about 6 or 7 years. And a lot of artists are quite funny about the materials that they use, and I'm no different. I just really love using blue lead. And the next thing is that you'll also notice is this also drawn on tracing paper. And again, this is just because it feels really good to work on with this blue lead, and also it means I can make alterations very easily. So once this is done, we head over to the other side of the studio where we're going to add colour digitally. So we've reached the last stage now of the illustrating process for There, and that's when we take our blue picture and we scan it into the computer, where I'll change the colour of the line. For There it was like a warm brown. And then using a digital pen and digital pad, we start adding digital colour onto it. And that's pretty well it. What happens then is that it goes to the publishers and it's turned into the book that you can buy from the shops. So, I hope you've enjoyed this very quick tour. It did take longer than 90 seconds, but it's still a lot shorter than it took me, which was about a year to do the book. But I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you enjoyed the book too. Take care, thank you.